All right, so we will now hear from our student leadership report. This is Skyline High School's opportunity this evening to talk to us. Dr. Swift, do you want to introduce this item?
Thank you, Madam President and trustees. It's always a highlight of the evening to hear from our students, to have them perform and to have them share their student voice with us. It's wonderful to welcome you this evening. And Mr. Corey McElmill, Principal, if you'll come up and make the introductions. Welcome, Skyline.
Good evening, everyone, and Board of Education, Superintendent Swift. My name is Corey McElmill, proud principal of Skyline High School, and we're here tonight to present a little bit about the Skyline difference. I do want to acknowledge two, I have actually a number of exceptional teachers here in the audience today, but two that came with us as part of this presentation, Ms. Suzanne Dickey and Ms. Ann Bizu, both leaders of our Student Action Senate, which is the representative government at Skyline High School, and truly the spirit and heart of Skyline. So give them some applause. And then we have four junior level students behind me. They're actually going to introduce themselves to you this evening and talk to you a little bit about Skyline. And then I'll be right here by their side to answer any questions you might have. Thank you so much for hosting us.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Akil Aurora. I'm a junior at Skyline. I'm in Film Club, Student Action Senate, Link Crew, and I rode with Skyline Crew for 2 years.
My name is Jill. I'm also a junior. I'm a member of National Honor Society. I am an SIS, which is our Student Action Senate officer. I played soccer for 2 years. I'm also a Link Crew leader.
Hello, I'm Miles. I'm also a junior. I'm currently a part of NHS, Sky Squad, our student equity team. I also play football and run track.
Hi, my name is Keyshawn Williams. I'm also a junior. I'm a part of Sky Squad. I'm in the Health and Medicine Magnet. I'm the vice president of our French club, and I'm on our student equity team.
Okay. At Skyline, we have a lot going on with our extracurricular activities. At Skyline, we have over 60 clubs, which really allows the students to get involved in something that they like to do. Our sports teams finished very well this year, being city champs in football, basketball, and soccer. A lot of students like to participate in our theater and music programs, and that's because some of the plays that are presented are actually student written, so it gives the students a chance to voice what they love to do. We also hosted TEDx Talks, which is an opportunity for students to present something that they are very passionate about and how it affects them in society. Jill, you can talk about Link Crew.
So Link Crew is a program that we have at Skyline that helps the freshmen. So we're not just like throwing them into their first day of high school, because that can be a little scary. So we have Link Crew leaders who are juniors and seniors at Skyline, and we wear these beautiful bright yellow shirts. We do a lot of activities with them before we give them a tour of the school so they can see it and they're familiar with it before they go in. And on the first day of school, they can find us because we're wearing very bright shirts, and they can ask us any questions that they have, and we can help them around the school with anything they need. SIS is our Student Action Senate, which is essentially our student council. I am an officer, which is like a leadership position on Student Action Senate. It's split into 3 committees, so we have Spirit, Activism, and Academic Connections. I'm a part of the Spirit Committee, so we deal with like pep rallies and homecoming, prom, stuff like that. Then activism, they do a lot with the school, so we have like the clothing closet, food drives, they work a lot with the Skyline Garden. And Academic Connections, they do a lot with tutoring, and they like to promote tutoring. They organize a lot of tutoring, and they put on the club fair at Skyline. So there's a lot of resources at Skyline as well. So we have our Sky Store, which is located in the Commons, which is like our cafeteria eating area. There's a lot of things that are sold in there. We have like Skyline gear, so t-shirts, shorts, sweatshirts. We also sell cookies and like drinks, stuff like that. And also like pencils, pens, notebooks, resources like that. If you forget something, you can go in there and buy it. The Cube is our college and career center, so that assists students with getting ready to go into college, finding a college that's right for them, maybe a career that's right for them, and it's really for juniors and seniors, and it's very helpful. The Writing Center is somewhere where you can submit your writing. It's a panel of students, and they look over your writing, just make sure that it looks good, and it really improves your writing skills. I think that we had a survey that said 100% of them found improvement in their writing. The ARC is the Academic Resource Center. That's after schools, and it goes until 6, I believe. And that's really students tutoring other students. It's for all subjects. Any grade level can get help there. The math lab is similar, but it's only with math, and it's held during both lunches. And it's in a teacher's classroom, so any student, any level can go into the math lab and get math help. And that's also other students tutoring other students. Peer Connections is a program that we have at Skyline that helps kids with special needs by pairing them up with a buddy, and their buddy really helps them in social situations. And our magnet program, we have 4 magnets. So CMPP is our communications magnet, DTEP is the engineering, BMIT is our business magnet, and H&M is our health and medicine magnet.
Hi. So when Skyline was built, its environmental impact was in mind. So we have large windows around all sides of the building and in almost every classroom to let in natural light and reduce the need for artificial lighting. We also have picnic tables recently constructed outside to allow kids to sit outside and have more space for their belongings. We recently installed a sports hallway inside our school, which shows all of the achievements of our best sports teams. And we also have CAs all throughout the school. I'm a good friend of one, Mr. Miller. I've known him since freshman year, and he's one of the nicest people I know at Skyline. And CAs, you can talk to them about anything. They can get you a pass to a class if you need one, and they're always there for you. With sports games, we have a really exciting student section. We call it the Eagle's Nest. And even teams that come to Skyline to compete, their students like to come to the Eagle's Nest and sit with us. That's just how exciting our student section is. We also have Sky Time and Sky 12 every Wednesday at the beginning of the day. And that's to help teach students individual lessons each session. We inform the students on the importance of sleep and important study habits that they should incorporate into their daily routine. And recently, the seniors had a lesson on like graduation and preparing for the next step in their life and moving on to college.
So what makes Skyline different? Well, one, we have Sky Squad. It's a restorative practice, which is very unique to Skyline. It gives especially like underclassmen a chance to work out their kinks without intervention from administration. So we have 21 practitioners, which are usually juniors and seniors. And since then, since our start in 2014, we've seen a dramatic drop in school suspensions. Trimesters is a great opportunity to take more of the classes you want. So for me personally, I'm in the health and med magnet, so my schedule is pretty booked for the whole year. But with trimesters, I'm able to take more classes like leadership development and like art classes. Our mastery learning is also very unique. It gives students a chance to show proficiency in material in the academics in classroom without having to fail the first time. SOCs, which is our identity, integrity, diversity, and equality, and academic innovation are for small learning communities, which gives students a chance to experience high school in a smaller setting. And it also gives freshmen and sophomore a chance to get to know the upperclassmen. And we also have our student-run assemblies, such as Next Step.
I help run the Next Step. So what the Next Step is it's a club, and we ran an assembly that had different athletes from Michigan and Michigan State and different colleges around the country come talk about some struggles they may have faced in college. And it's to help seniors make the transition from being a senior in high school to a freshman in college, and some struggles they might face and some new exposure they might have, and to help them become more prepared overall for the new challenges they might face in college.
And also we have our Black History Month assembly, which is put on by students for African American History Month in February is from our African American Humanities class, and it's pretty good.
Okay, so in the past few years, we've made a lot of improvements at Skyline. As Akil stated earlier, we keep the environment in mind when we talk about Skyline. So we added water refill stations, which really helps recycle water bottles so that not many people are throwing them away and you can just refill them. The food service is not the greatest, but it's gotten much better from when I was a freshman. And as Akil also stated earlier, there's the athletic hallway, which has the achievements and some of the, I guess you could say, greatest athletes that have been to Skyline.
Back to our food service. This year, I noticed me being an athlete, I like to eat more healthier choice foods, and so there has been a great deal of choices concerning salads and sandwiches, which I definitely like. Also, another challenge we faced this year, especially with the election, took a really big toll on our school. We faced a lot of racial discrimination, but to deal with that, we created a student equity team where students from all different ethnic backgrounds come together to make Skyline a more equal place for everybody.
Thank you very much for coming tonight, and good luck with the rest of the year. I know junior year is a tough one, and so you guys are getting through it beautifully. Thank you. It's almost over, but you did a wonderful job tonight, so thank you so much.